Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. We are looking at question 7 in this video from our 2016 Cayley contest. A soccer team played 3 games. Each game ended in a win, loss, or a tie. If a game finishes with both teams having scored the same number of goals, the game ends in a tie. Okay. In total, the team scored more goals than were scored against them. Which of the following combinations of outcomes is not possible for this team? So we're going to have to look at each of these multiple choice possibilities and see, is there a way to make them happen? We'll try them for a little while. If we get stuck on one, we'll move on to the next and see if we can rule some out as being possible, and whatever we're left with will hopefully be not possible. Or maybe we'll find a reason to think that something is not possible. Okay. So A, 2 wins, 0 losses, 1 tie, and the only bit of information we have is how ties work, which is fine. But we also know the team scored more goals than were scored against them, which leads me to believe, by a pigeonhole principle, we'll have to have 1 win. So I think C will be the answer. But, okay, is there a way to make 2 wins and 1 tie if the team had more goals scored than were scored against them? Well, to make A true, you'd need 2 wins, so we could have, a 1-0, a 1-0, and then I think it was a tie, so 1-1. So in total, the team has scored 3 goals, and 1 goal was scored against them, so 3 more than 1. That makes sense. So A is possible. There is a way for A to happen. Okay. B, 1 win, 2 losses, and 0 ties. Again, we need to ensure that this team scored more goals than were scored against them. Let's get the 2 losses out of the way. Okay, very easy for just the other team to have scored 1 goal. So now they've had 2 goals scored against them. We'll make it a 3-0 win for their single win. So B is certainly possible. Now C isn't possible. Imagine that we had games. Now, it was 0 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. So the ties don't really matter. Okay, they could even be 0-0, because the same number has been scored against them as they have scored. But by definition, with the loss, however I choose team to have scored X goals and the other team to have scored Y goals, Y has to be greater than X. And so how many goals has the team scored? 2 plus X. Which is automatically less than how many have been scored against them, 2 plus Y. This is why C can't ever be possible. And so the answer to the question is going to be C. But let's just quickly go ahead. We've got the time in this video. Let's take a look and make sure that D and E are also possible. So D, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. Again, the ties don't really contribute much. So, we'll give them a 1-1, and we'll say they lost 0 goals to 1 goal. And then we'll give them 2 goals to 0. That way, once again, they've scored 3 goals throughout the whole sort of tournament, and 2 goals have been scored against them, and that satisfies the conditions we're given. Finally, E, 1 win and 2 ties. Okay, no harm there. We'll make it a 1-1, a 1-1, and then a 1-0. 3 goals scored, 2 goals have been scored against them. No problem. So D and E are both possible, and that's why C is going to be our answer. So we bubble in C, and we move right along to question number 8, and we will look at that one next time.